Now let's wait for it to pop up in the old YouTube, and then we're good to go. Team mode is enabled. Stay safe. Okay. Okay, the game is. Are we going live? Yeah, we're going live, so we can start the game. So settings. Where do we left off? View. I guess that's A1. Okay. We start off in the middle of day 2. No, we already don't want to stream, so it's day 2 now. It has to be like day 3, right? Day 2 was kind of long, so it might have been. I don't remember. It's day 2 or 3. I think this is day 3. Day 2 or 3. I forget which one. Yeah, it's around the room. That's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can match up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. If you are at rock bottom, then there's no other way than up, right? Better start climbing then. Across the room, Zoe and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes lean on Yuri and Nasuki. The gingerly exchange sheets of they gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh yeah, I forgot in this game you don't get to really see the poems in this mod. As you read them in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Nasuki's eyebrows frown in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Diggy dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's really about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? You're missing the point. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but really didn't come out that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. But people did, by the way. Zoe liked it. I matched it too, even though I didn't see it. You probably know what it is, but I didn't see it, so maybe I liked it. Who knows? Who can say? I didn't see it, so I really can't say. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. I'm gonna move some stuff around here. Review over here so I can see if you go off. Okay, which I haven't. And Matt likes my poem too, you know. He even told me he was inspired by it. Sugi suddenly stands up. Oh boy, I know where this is going. Oh, I didn't realize you were so interested. Yeah. I didn't realize you were so interesting in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Matt appreciated my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Or you have to fool yourself? No. If I was fooling myself, I would definitely go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boob magically grew 2 sizes bigger as soon as Matt started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. It doesn't involve you. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as they just noticed I was standing there. Well, I'm screwed. No escape now. Yep, I'm screwed. How do you want to do it? How do I want to go out? I mean, I could think maybe you know what? I could jump out the window and see if the fall breaks. See if the fall doesn't kill me, that'd be a lot better escape. But I guess we have to deal with this. Man, see, they're just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your problems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. I will explain that to her, man. But wait. There's a reason why we have so many deep expressions words in our language. It's the only way we can convene complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself is also a waste. You understand that, right, Matt? Well. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Not like, it's not like I'm an expert on writing. But screw it, let's do this. So of course, that's going to be net off or shut up. I don't know if that's the right response we want to take to this particular thing, but I guess we can give it the old okay, get that figured out, I think. Checking something here. I think we're good. Nut up or shut up. Nut up or shut up. You know what? Tiki glares at me menacingly while Yuri's person is so defenseless. What the hell am I going to do now? Then it hits me. Ooh, native mat? Did you say native mat? Okay, I don't know what that's just. Oh, probably like a short thing for Natsuki and Yuri. Natsuki, Yuri. I know this is strange for me to say. You guys are my friends. My friends. New friends, sure, but still friends. We don't need to fight and bicker with one another. Friends are wonderful people who have differences and can respect one another for those differences and opinions. The Suki poem I read today hit me hard. It's amazing how people can only really try. They try and they try. Your poem is amazing because how skillful, misleading the messages with the bread and raccoon. Everyone's so talented with my skills are so subpar. So why are you fighting again? Because, well, Suri jumped into the conversation. Thank the Lord, Suri's gonna save the conversation. Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always are. Big and beautiful. Yeah, that was not the best way to save the situation. Maybe at least with Yuri, that's not the best way to save this situation. Suri danced up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. My jaw drops to the ground. Did you just say what I heard you say? Suri approaches Yuri with her hands out in the squeezy. Okay, I'll make some tea. Yuri was shit. Now Suri's being the creep. Okay, I thought I was the creep, but no. This is Suri. This is me going around grabbing for stuff. Aww. Yeah, you might be a lesbian or something. I don't know. You came with some weird, creepy vibes. That's Suri. Suri goes back to whatever she was doing before the commotion happened. Natsuki sits down with a blanket busted on her face, staring at nothing. I gently pat Natsuki on the head. There. So this is why So this is why Zoe is vice president. I work with Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject as president. That kind of embarrassing of me. Thank you. Not a problem. I wasn't that good before either. Just something changed for me. Ah ha 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 ha. Mama gave me an awkward smile. Take good care of Suri, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. I will take good care of all of you. The dreams making me say weird things again. Thanks. Marco smiles quickly at me, causing me to blush. Such a genuine person really does not make a good president, regardless of what she says. If that dream is true, I need to save them all, my friends. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun, Robot Monica. Well, I say what was it? It was alright, well, mostly. Matt, how about you? Yeah, I had fun. If there's anything to talk about with everyone, awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So you promise you will turn out even better. I think to myself, they learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, there's hope for me yet. I nod to myself with newfound determination. But Matt, I'm just saying, Matt. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sweet beams at me. It truly has been a while since Joey and I have spent this much time together. This is bliss. I guess it will be. Joey? About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, Queen Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that? I promise they're both wonderful people. Zoe mumbles under her breath. I think it's because of you. I think they're trying to fight for dominance over you. At least you won't have to worry about me when I'm gone. The other girls will take care of you. Where are you going, Joy? Blurt that out there for the world to see. I'm totally. At least you have that's kind of not a thing you should be saying. What did you just say? No, nothing, silly. You're just hearing things. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I like you all, actually. I can see why they make a good friends. I would make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Matt, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club, but I think seeing you getting along with everyone else makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's blush awkwardly and get flustered. Every day's going to be so much fun. Sag. Looks like Joey still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Or maybe I'm a dumbass and she knows more than I'm thinking. Where did that come from? I'll make sure we'll all have a nice and bright future, Joey, together. I pat Joey on the shoulder. I really mean that this time. There I go saying that this time again. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's save them all. Well, at least Kai's here anyway. I painfully wait for Sue by Zoe's house. It's been over 45 minutes. So I wait or just go in. Wait an hour. Forgot already go inside. What do I want to do? Forgot already go inside? Do you want to wait? I mean, we have to run to school. What's the worst that can happen? I'm done waiting. Something is wrong. I clearly remember what she said yesterday. At least you won't have to worry about me when I'm gone. Yeah, that's the big you might need to worry about. So you're like, what the hell does that mean? What's the mean by that? It doesn't sound right. I went to Zoe's house. I knock on the door. It sounded like it did knocking thing. I guess it didn't. There was no answer. I check the front door, and to my luck, it's unlocked. And your house look a little weird. Look like it's from a different game, maybe. It's the same house. You could afford the big graphics in your house. Yours look more like 3D. Sorry, I'm coming in. I hope you're decent. If she isn't, oh well, doesn't matter. It kind of does, but I guess I'm okay with that. I go inside her house. Oh, if she's going inside her house, okay, then obviously be not decent. If she's in a like loving room, whatever, she should be decent, I guess. I went upstairs and go and lead to her bedroom. Outside Zoe, who I knock on her door. Zoe, are you up? We're not working your pants, are you? There's no response. Good policy. I'm too worried. I'm going in. Gently open the door. Zoe? Zoe's still asleep. I hear her gentle snoring. Just knowing that puts me at ease. Okay. I don't think I've seen this. Okay, this is different than I've seen GCLI playthrough. They did not do this. Okay, I think they waited an hour so that or something. I don't remember this. Thank goodness. I breathed a sigh of relief. I started to walk to her bed to wake her up, but noticed one of her desk drawers is slightly open. Oh, I might have seen this and I just didn't notice Joey in the bed. I am shocked at what I find. A makeshift noose. Yeah, you might wanna burn that. I mean, even if you did get rid of it, I mean, you could still make another one. Not that like they couldn't make another one. What the hell is Joey doing with the noose? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but I noose. She's probably trying to kill herself. I'm not. Put two and two together, what she said, and then finding a noose. Yeah. She's been having a bad time, having a hard time waking up in the morning. She's been completely complaining about other things too. What in the hell is wrong with me? Why didn't I notice this sooner? I quickly pocketed the news from my drawer. Not today. Des, not today. Okay. Man, what are you doing in my room? I was worried about you. I've been waiting in the front of your house all morning. You never came out, so I came inside to check and see if you were alright. Joey gets out of bed. I gotta look a little bit more. It looks weird, her in the bed there. I sit down in her room. Zoe's forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that something's wrong. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I gotta do it in the right voices. Well, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Zoe's room is as messy as it's always been. The same piles she likes putting things in. Like I said, it's messy, but you look at it how I mean, it's a little messy, but it's not as messy as the text is making it out to seem. But obviously, I can't see the whole room, so there could be a stack that's right behind in the corner I can't see. Also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. You know what? You're right. How about every day I come over, every morning, and help you out? What are best friends for, right? I got Zoe by the shoulder and give her a big hug. I sort of realized you were hurting all this time. Me, your best friend, I'm such a big dummy. I'm sorry, Zoe. I caused your pain all this time without knowing it. Listen now. I hold in my tears. No, it's not supposed to be like this. It's not supposed to be this way. I'm not supposed to be happy. But your hug feels so warm. I'm so scared, Matt. Zoe lets me go. You're not alone now. I'll help you and make sure you get good help. Let me help you, alright? Zoe shakes her head in agreement. They pause and stare at one another again. I'll give you privacy so you can get ready, head downstairs, and whip you up some breakfast, okay? In your kitchen. I guess do that. I guess your parents aren't here to do that, but what? You can cook? You'd be surprised from all the things I've learned. Yeah. And since I seem to be and from what we know, since we never see my parents, seems like I'm living alone, even if I have even parents. So I should probably know how to cook. It's just the thing I should do. You don't do that when you're by yourself. I quickly make Zoe some breakfast. You put what's left in her fridge and head outside. I'm ready! Okay, let's go. I hand Zoe a breakfast sandwich I made for her. It tastes too good for me to admit. What did I tell you? Very fun to school. Zoe devours the sandwich in tow. We climb the gates and stealthily get into class. Troublemakers. I mean, we haven't. I haven't. I could be like, I have an excuse. I'm saving a girl's life, so I guess can that be used as an excuse? I stopped the girl from dying. Does that count as an excuse? I don't know. Club time again. Yay, clap. I forgot to write a. Yay, clap. I forgot to write a poem. You have to know those things you need to worry about, so it doesn't matter. Hey, man. Oh. Hey, man. Oh, no, not again. I hope you got one of them poems for me, man. And that did not sound. Yeah, about that. No poem. No cupcakes. Get it? Yes, ma'am. One more thing. Think when not leaving Zoe hanging. Monica winks and walks away. What? What did she just say? Monica sits down at a desk by the back door of the classroom. Hi, Matt. Yo, Zoe. Look like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. But don't worry about it. I'm here to stay. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. You come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Aw. That's not like you at all. I forgot to bring I forgot to bring much money with me today. English. This game sometimes this game I think sometimes I stick up with the. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Zoe? If I don't have enough money, that's all I need to say. We don't need to dig into a purse. Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Zoe nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets it contain contents built onto the decks. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. That's not fair. How did you even know? If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the classroom. But there's one more thing I knew about you, Zoe. You're always hungry. And so, there only leaves the one option. Well, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. Yui suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yui, tell Matt to lend me borrow some money. Guilt trip him for me, Kay? Or, I mean, if I don't have any money, you can't guilt trip me, but don't get me involved like that, Yui. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. He'll say. And frankly, after pulling that mysterious little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I didn't mean that. I got $2 into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't have much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept my retribution. That. Still, came from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Maybe. A little devil. Devil named Bendy. Or devil named Neighbor. Or devil named the devil from Cuphead. Don't let her fool you. Zoe knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. You're damn right about that. Cupcakes are life. Oh, Yeah. I don't know, something smacked Sui in the face and tumbled onto the decks. Ow. What was? Eh? A cookie. For a minute there, I was like, because I'm playing a mod, I was like, did she just get hit? Oh no, wait. I mean, she got hit, but like, did somebody like slap her or hit her? No, it's just a cookie hit her in the face. Okay. I gotta remember what the stuff in the original game in the hack. It's gotta remember, the mod, I gotta remember. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Joey glances around. Is, is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitutions? Restitutions, I can't let everything. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blabber about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, first of all, Natsuki probably needs that cookie more than you do, Sayori, but that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. So he hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. So he rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a bite. So good. Mmm. So he suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going for a lot with just one cookie. Suki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Because can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you decided that you shared this one with me. So he gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Suki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oh! Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Suki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mm-hmm. Mother forced Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez. It's just a... You're just a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Suki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room? Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Wait, good question. What's he in the club room? Because he was in the back. It says something about the voice in the back. Okay, Gotta look at this. Haven't you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. She was just here. I was just talking to her. Didn't you guys see her? You glanced around the room. She's gone. See the magician doing some of that last magic. If she has magic, I don't know. Maybe it's the last day of magic thing, I don't know. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's Monica. You probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. It's probably more desirable than all of us combined. But, I don't know if I'd say that, but yeah, maybe... No. That's true. What are you saying? You're all incredibly breathtaking in my opinion. I like how your face stays the same and the other two changes. There we go. I guess you can only do 2 people at a time. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open and Monica comes to save the day. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. Why did you leave? I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. What are you guys saying? He was literally just here. Literally, I was like talking to her about stuff about Sayori, about saving her. But boyfriend, what on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. I wink. Don't worry about it. What happened anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be on it, I kind of just lost track of time. I'm so I'm so damn confused right now. You and me both. I mean, see, we always played the first game, so you kind of know. I don't know why I feel like I'm trying to not spoil stuff. Certain stuff I'm not gonna spoil for this one, but Monica's crazy. He was the one who killed everybody and did everything and made everybody crazy in the first game. So yeah, that makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. That I might not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano. I wonder whether you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You did play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. I look back and smile. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds great. I also look forward to it. Is that so? Of course. In that case, I won't let you down, man. Don't let any of us down, okay, Monica? I smile widely at Monica. Monica smiles sweetly. No pressure, alright? Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. No, I didn't miss anything. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I just leave out Julie's mysterious exports. Experts, whatever. You know what I mean. I'm sure the Suki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Julie somehow already finished her entire cookie. It's a cookie. How big was that freaking cookie? She should have finished it like snap, crackle pop. Yui's back to her book, and Atsuki's disappeared into the closet. Yuri starts uh charging towards me. Yuri starts. It looked like cheering towards me. Okay, that was yeah. That was not creepy. This game is not as creepy as the main game, but that was not creepy at all. Yuri. Hey Yuri, what's new? We're gonna save. I just wanna make sure I save it. Save. New save. Go back. Return. Save the game. So we're good. So you know that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? No, not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Yes, it can. Not to mention, for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. And Yuri and I guess to get out of the closet already, because it looks like a pretty small closet. Only room for one. Give me a sec. That's better. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher, and I also fetch an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk, and then I'll get some. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism. Okay, might have the water pitcher. Thanks. I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. I'm not gonna do things that you don't want to know. Like, cut myself. No, I'm not doing that at all. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri just leave you again? What? Do you mean it again? He just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay. You might want to check, but that's just me. A few more minutes pass. You said it wouldn't take long. What's holding you up? And why is Monica staring at me so long? These are questions that must be answered. Is he squeezing her own water? I mean, maybe. Who knows? I'm worried. I decided to go look for her. Well, Monica stares at me the whole time. Let's see. The most logical place for yours to be would be the nearest water fountain. I forget. It's when I find her and she's cutting herself. Does a fast forward? Do Monica do the fast forward crap you do, or do we not? I don't know. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? Sounds like hentai, and I'm. It's weird how I was that this stream? Yeah, with the other stream with this. For some reason that's coming up a lot of this stream for some reason. Yeah, well, that's my streams bringing up hentai. It's coming around the corner. It sounds like heavy breathing. I said it once. It keeps like thing you just said. Get some more things to reinfer what you just said to make it more believable that that's actually what it is. It sounds okay. I'm just you sounds naughty. You okay? Well, my anti reference is probably not too far off then. I'm really not stuff off. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth, as they're in pain. I reach the corner and peer around. You could do it a little faster. I mean, somebody could be dying. You don't know. Yuri? He punches me right in the face with a fist. Which one, the bloody one or the regular one? I don't know. A blackout. I don't say a blackout, and I get punched in the face, a blackout, and I think, okay. My day is going swimmingly. I mean, I say this. I awake back in the classroom on the deck, see quite sloppily. What the hell just happened? Was I just one shot by a girl were those cuts on her arm? They seem very deep. I tried to speak to Yuri, but she's ignoring me right now. I guess those girls I can talk to. I go speak to Natsuki, I think. Yeah, I mean, I just got knocked out by, Yuri, and he has a bunch of cuts on her arm, but I'll go talk to somebody else. He doesn't seem like he wants to talk right now. I mean, not that we can try to actually talk to her. Go up to him and like, hey, can we do stuff? Hey, Natsuki. She's sound asleep. I want to pinch her cheeks, but resist the urge to do so. I think it would be a bad idea to bother her. I'll talk to her later. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest decks. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literally related by myself like this? I could always read some of the book you gave me. I'd rather read it together with her. Sucks she's ignoring me right now. I could probably fall asleep right now from boredom. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Joey's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna see really lame compared to all the other clubs though? Well, we can't give up. The first of all is our chance to everyone. The literature club is all about the problem with the idea of literature. It sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all. You know, we just need a way of showing that everyone something that speaks to their creative minds. It doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place. It's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Really talking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberate like that. That's a good point. In that case, do you think the food would do quick? I feel like I'm losing Monica's voice. What? Kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Did you just say cupcakes? I wore it on my own heart. Good thinking. Atsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Atsuki makes the best cupcakes. That worked out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcake beating my creative tummy. Uh, cupcakes it is. I'm hungry. Me too. Maybe as an invite story for dinner tonight. Anyway, we still need to walk out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling evenly. In the end, Zoe still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, but I feel it changing a bit. Zoe can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. And her eyes, we are seeing them. Well, I open my eyes to find Zoe's face filling my vision. And he fall on my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't napping club. Does it go have a napping club? Can I join that too? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have to do less time for anime, you know. There's always time for anime. You can always pick time for anime. I mean, you just watch like one eye or something. Watch it when you work on your projects or poems and stuff. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm doing that much work. I'm just writing my new poem. I could do that in school during study hall or something probably, because it seems like we have a study hall, so your points are invalid, and that is awesome. I have to give time for the anime. Well, bye, literature club. Bye. See me leave the door if you're gonna pull that shit. You need to get used to it. Anything you say, princess. Star Wars reference. Anything you say, princess. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica's overheard. I'm pretty sure that sounds like something Han Solo I think said delay. I think one Star movie, I think. Princess? Yeah. You're always looking out for me, Zoe. Thank you for that. It's way your best. That's a problem, though. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days the past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Well, it's my turn to help you, so I need to do this for you. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Run my fingertips down the side of Zoe's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a buster for this. Her hair feels quite nice. My hair it's just really hard to get right. I mean, looking at your hair, yeah, it looks kind of. If that's what you're going, if that's what is right, then I would have to say, yeah, it probably will be pretty hard. Won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, the bow isn't straight either, and there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right now. I wet my finger and tried to wipe off the stain, but nobody would notice that. Of course they would, if they had eagle eye vision like yours truly, but they probably don't, so it's probably not a problem. I think if I make it out to be. So yeah. Nobody's gonna tell you're bad because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I literally don't care about that. I do care about you. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer button up. But unless that's a rule, I don't think that's something you should worry about. Seriously, Zoe, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? You causing some lies, man. That's super mean. It's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I tried to button her blazer from the bottom. Not a creepy way, in a non-creepy way. If there is a non-creepy way to be doing this, we're gonna be doing it. Once you see how much better you look, you'll change your mind. And yes, forget awkward picture, pose, whatever you want to call it. Scene 2, that seems very uncomfortable. This is so funny. What? What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. It's a little. It's not just a little. It's a lot of weird. Don't say that. It isn't weird. It's what caring friends should do. Help one another. There's a point where it's going a little too far and you might be crossing that line. It's okay. It's okay though. I'm happy we all like this. Like you? Yes. Yes I am. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I called to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even figure properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you had buttoned it, it would have noticed, that it didn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Oops. I should have noticed that sooner. Anyway, I like how you look much better now. I like how we just fly by that part that, why, not worth it at all. So he hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's much better. So he puts her arms out and twirls about. So I'll keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Doesn't mean I can't. That doesn't mean I can't be your boyfriend, what are you doing here, man? Jeez. Well, anyway, I hope you make sure to wake you up a little early, okay? Okay, if you're forced on going to bed earlier, how does that? If I'm getting you up earlier, then whatever. It's a deal. Deal that I'm probably gonna break. And we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Then maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. I already said I would. Oh yeah, I forgot. Man, this is impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Marcus suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Matt, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Zoe still across the way to receive her poem. I quickly write a poem on a piece of paper as I forgot to write one last night. The shattered tears with my heart. I've always known it from the start. This is part of madness will start to show, because look out for trouble, here I go. As everyone shares the poem with each other, we still have some free time. So he runs up to me. Matt, I'm gonna get some supplies from the other classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica, we're gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to get some crowns and markers and glue sticks. Sure, I'll go with you. Let me help. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Don't worry about us, alright? Are you going with Matt to get the supplies? Well, I mean, it's more like I'm going with Joey? You're making it sound like I'm the one going to get the supplies. Joey was gonna get the supplies, and I'm just... There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's much more fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. But it's just a suggestion. See if you can find a poster paper too, okay? Don't worry, Monica. I want to have some time with you too. Are you sure? I'm kinda surprised you're talking to me right now. Why so? Why don't we talk tomorrow then? Yes, let's do, Matt. Dennis, I promise, okay? Sure thing, Monica. I won't break my promise. Okay. Ready, Matt? Yep, let's go. Let's go to Neverland. Zoe and I exit the classroom. I fall down Zoe's hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to a mall or something, but I find it enjoyable. Zoe finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Zoe, what exactly are you doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Mark have it all planned out. Don't you worry. That's so. Yep, we're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? A poetry performance? No shit. I think it's above a poetry performance. Well, everybody's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poem. Ah, that sounds kind of dull, maybe. Matt, you're not thinking about this the right way at all. It's not just about reading the poems, it's about performing them. Like, like you say the line of a poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flowers beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, dressing the floor, the final joyous moments between my fingers. But what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, will I look in every direction? The once purpose filled before me? It's but a barren wasteland. Like that. Zoe, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie? I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary conversation to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. Festival is going to be so much fun. Zoe pins herself around. Zoe spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey man, the classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission of doing stuff from other classrooms. It's been a long time since I've spent some time with Zoe today, but in the end, it hasn't changed one bit. I think after there's nothing but a ball of sunshine, glowing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going, adventuring with Zoe, bringing about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. But I know inside something is wrong with her. So now we're gonna boot it up into the classroom, and I think I'm gonna finish it after this single story. After this is the end, then we'll end it. If it's not, we'll just save it. You know, since I'm thinking about it, save a game. For a little more, then we're gonna end. The two of us enter the classroom. Zoe's hands straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crowns. Zoe puts out a box full of crowns off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Zoe starts pulling various crowns out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that one's done. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. At least move aside so I can look for the pouches paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack! That's what you get. No, really. You don't deserve that at all, really. Okay. Zoe bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor, crown spilling all over her lap. Oh, you okay? My forehead. Zoe clutches her forehead. Gee, Zoe, are you okay? Come on, let me see. Then Zoe is sitting on the floor. I grab her gently by the wrist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Zoe. But it hurts. Just for a second. Zoe slowly releases her hand from her forehead, and the crowns do not look spilled that much. You think they would be more spilled, or there'd be more crowns. That doesn't seem like a good billion if they only have a couple crowns. I slightly brush her bangs onto the side. Why did I never notice how cute she is? Oh. Ow, sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Nah? Would you like... Where would I even find ice around this time? But I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Nah, you shouldn't be fine with that. From what I know, you shouldn't be fine with that. You should be running. Even even winching from the pain, Zoe makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pass Zoe on the shoulder and run out into the hallway use on bolt. I don't know what that is. Locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pick rather than to drink. But I know Zoe likes apple juice, so I punched that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Zoe. Zoe has a prominent forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crowns back into the box. The crowns have not moved, so you're doing a horrible job. At least they were already in the wrong spot before I spilled them. They were already in the wrong spot before I spilled them. Don't worry about them, Zoe here. And Zoe the bottle of apple juice. That's nice and cold. Zoe opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Zoe, what are you doing? For your forehead. Or did the bump make you forget? Ah, sorry, I forgot. You must have bumped it pretty hard then. Zoe places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it will feel better soon. Looks like you clean up most of the crown, so that's good. Hey, man. This kind of reminds you growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know, when we used to play outside all the time, I would always try to keep up with you. You know, the kind of obvious. You were kind of obvious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the thing you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I fell and scraped myself and got a bump. I would start crying really hard. You would buzz over as quickly as you could. You would cry really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and it was your fault. You're afraid of getting in trouble or something. And found out, so I found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, remember? Come to think of it. Yeah, I do remember it a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Man, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Thanks. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just becomes natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Matt? I'm so glad that nothing changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, I don't want to stay just like this. I want to go further. You know what? There's only one thing I can imagine. If it changes, it changes for the better, Siri. You've been my best friend and for since long as I can remember. Nothing will ever change that. I'm so happy. Zoe has a whimsical expression on her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside, and when I see her deep inside like this, make me want to squeeze her. Okay, was it squeeze her cheeks? We're gonna check that because I want to make sure. Okay, cheeks. I was thinking of something different. Okay. I think where my mind's going. I might be playing this too long. I guess we should. The head thing coming back. It keeps coming back. I guess we should. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica. Monica can wait. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Have right under my bangs. Joey hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast, you're hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Zoe out of the classroom. Zoe plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. I hold Zoe's hand and walk her to the back of the classroom. In the moment, we make it back to the club room. You're back. Well, Zoe, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm playing with the crowns and smack my forehead into the stove. Yay me! Yay pain! Uh, uh, well, anyway, we were able to find everything we needed. Uh-huh, I have it right. So he, frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Zoe. I have it all right here. I found the postage paper, too. Ha ha ha. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Matt. Oh well, Zoe was her, so I wanted to help her out. An adventure. Yes, you sure did. Okay, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tomorrow. Me too. Okay, everyone, let's get around. As I'm making sure the crown box is closed tightly, I turn to my seat. Okay, everyone. Oddly enough, today we had more time than usual to get things done. Because of that, I have something extra planned today. So if anyone could come sit in the front of the room. Just about the festival. Well, sort of. Do you really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. Going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. So he has been working on posters, and I designed some pamphlets we can give during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what you're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recreate during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recreate poems too. So we're putting it on the pamphlets. Pamphlets posted in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Soy, who have been coloring a poster, was the first to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting the posters up, did you? Then now that was fast. Wow, that was fast. Well, I did. Do you think that's a bad idea? Well, no, not a bad idea, but don't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group like people like that. Uh, I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri takes her hand in fear. Guys! I'll do it. Why not? I'll do it. Why not, right? They clearly ignore me speaking. Yeah, they annoy me. No, sorry, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri had never shared the poem with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recreate their poems out loud with a whole room full of people. I guess it's kind of overflowing for that. So I'm sorry, but I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. If we start the event and each put a good performance, then I want by others to do the same. And more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. Yeah, it's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. Yeah, not too intimate because this is a school event, mind you. Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And those reasons we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. Sure. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reacting poems, then I know you can do it. Yui remains silent. Joey looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree 100%. I don't think it's too much to ask at all. I think that Joey and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members The least we can do is help them out a little bit. At least it should do anyway. Well, maybe not. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. Oh, what about you, Yuri? Uh, Yuri detectively glances around at everyone else. He presses his face. Sag, I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is going to be the death of me. Oh, in more ways than one. In more ways than one. Not if I can help it. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to be practicing them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can recreate your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start to help everyone else feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Michael flipped through her notebook and the specific poem is yes. Over that mind, he stands on the podium. This is covered with the. This is the title of the poem, The Way We Fly. And we're gonna save it again because this game has been. I'm playing a little bit longer than I wanted, so we're gonna end the stream here. Return to the game. I think we're gonna end the stream here. So we've been playing for almost a little of an hour. About an hour, 7 minutes. So I play enough and I can. I'll be tired and forgave like this while I'm still evening. My voice kind of, I feel like if I play too long, my voice sometimes can go. And I think I played enough. We got a good chunk of the way through this game today. A lot of what's the same, there's a few still things different. But a good chunk, like, seeing what's the new stuff. But a lot of it's been the same. I know there'll be certain parts where, like, a good chunk of the game will be different for this mod. But a good chunk of this, it's the same, but a good chunk of it's different. So, yeah, that's we're gonna end the stream. Tune in. I don't know when the next stream could be. I would say tomorrow, but I usually don't know when I stream now. It kind of gets to whenever I feel like it, kind of. So, but thank you guys for watching this stream, and you guys can always click the link in the description on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, other fun stuff in the description. You can check out my Facebook page and all this fun stuff like I just said. So go out to the channel. We know how to make new videos. Like, rate the video. You can always stay epic, and I'll see you in the next epic stream. And these streams you can watch later after I'm done uploading them. After they're done, they upload straight to the channel. So you can watch them in their full glory if you so choose to. So stay epic, and I'll see you in the next epic stream. Bye.